What you guys, got another video here for you. Microsoft Edge passwords end up in your memory as plain text. This is unacceptable, and of course password managers are supposed to help store login credentials safely and securely. I've never been a big advocate of password managers. There's been so many breaches over the years with these things, and a lot of people still use them today. Now, Microsoft Edge does have its own password manager, and you would think Microsoft, being a $1 trillion company, they would have a top-notch password manager built into Microsoft Edge, so you don't have to memorize any of your passwords. They are stored in the password manager. Now, passwords should always be stored in an encrypted state where people can't view them, and when you want to view them, they should be then decrypted for a short period of time in memory so you can actually view them and use them. And then when you finished using that password, it should then be erased from the memory. But Microsoft's password manager in the Edge browser fouls at this. What it does is it stores your passwords in text format, which you can read inside its memory. Now, a guy called Tom, who I'll leave a link for his post on X in the video description, did a simple test which confirms the vulnerability with the password manager enabled in Microsoft Edge. He created an account with a password and he named that password. To view and retrieve or change this data, Microsoft Edge requires authentication with Windows Hello. This makes the data appear well protected. Now, for verification, Tom closed the browser and restarted Microsoft Edge. Edge then only displays the start page. Now a memory dump of the browser can be created using the task manager. Around 670 megabytes ended up on the drive. Inside a simple search with a hex editor, he did a search for his password and it returned the entire password in plain text. The password wasn't even used yet, but it was in plain text stored in the memory. And you can read all about how these password managers work for Microsoft Edge on Microsoft's own blog. And security experts have said this kind of handling of passwords in process memory has not been state of the art for a very long time, which makes you wonder why Microsoft are using this old technology when they should be using much more advanced secure technology for your password storage. And you can read all this information on this blog post right here written by Dirk. And it's a pretty good article, and I'll leave a link for it in the video description. And according to common security concepts, passwords should only be decrypted at the time of use and deleted from memory very shortly thereafter. But Microsoft Edge Password Manager is storing these passwords in memory in plain text. Now, this Microsoft Password Manager needs to be rectified immediately by Microsoft because it's a major vulnerability. Now, according to Tom, he received a response from Microsoft regarding the vulnerability report, stating that it was a conscious design decision and an intentional one. So this was a response from Microsoft. So they already know about this vulnerability and they're doing nothing about it. Now, if you want my opinion on it, I think that if you are using Microsoft Edge and you're using their password manager, I would seriously consider ditching it and using an alternative password manager for more security and protection of your passwords. And for all the people that say I make this stuff up and it's not actually true, well, take a look at this X post from Tom. He actually shows the exploit in action right here. Now, I've blurred a lot of this out because it is an actual exploit that could be used by cyber criminals to gain access to your passwords. And Tom shows the whole process right here. Now, I'm not going to show this for legal reasons, just in case. I've blurred a big chunk of it out, but if you want to view it, I'll leave a link to that article with the video in it so you can see basically the whole process. And what it's doing is it's showing the actual password in plain text that he created, and that in itself is an absolute joke, because you shouldn't be able to view passwords in a password manager in plain text. They should be encrypted, and when they are used, they should be put into memory for a short period and then quickly erased afterwards. Now, a really interesting fact here is that none of the other Chromium-based web browsers tested displayed the same memory saving issue. In other words, other browsers that use that Chromium type technology do not display your password in plain text. So what is Microsoft thinking, and why are they allowing your passwords to be viewed in plain text instead of making them encrypted? Now, Google Chrome uses a design that makes it far harder for attackers to extract saved passwords. Now, Google Chrome's browser only decrypts credentials as needed. Google Chrome also deploys an app-bound encryption as secondary layer of security to bind decryption to an authenticated Chrome process, preventing other processes from reusing Chrome's encryption keys. So for all you Microsoft Edge users, I would really consider using another browser that is more secure and doesn't give up your passwords as easy. That would be my own personal opinion. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you to all of the people that provided this information. Articles will be all in the video description. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll be interested to read what you think about it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some spicy comments down there about Microsoft. But anyway, with that said, my name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support. I shall catch you in the next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server for a chat. The link is in the video description. Bye for now.